Hey guys, That Mobile Gamer here, and welcome back to WWE Supercard. So what's happened here since last time? Nothing much. The King of the Ring is still going on. This is currently my lineup, and I know that I'm not training them or energizing them at all, but the only purpose of putting them in this lineup was so that I could get all their stats up without having to use each one of them individually in exhibition matches. So yeah, I'm probably not going to come in any decent place on the leaderboard, but they're still going to be trained up anyways. So I guess it's one of those win-lose situations. And then how far is our team in the team event, the Road to Glory that's going on right now? We are on the Survivor Neville actually, which isn't that bad. How long is left on it? There's only an hour left, an hour and 30. And I'm going to give a shout out to my team actually, to Stinger for being all the way up there at 510 points. Me, I'm all the way down here, as you can see, at 120, but that's just because I've been focusing more on that new Money in the Bank mode and trying to get somewhere decent. So if we go up here, I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to do the Money in the Bank matches that I have stored up and maybe one or two of the Road to Glory matches. So that's all going to depend on how this turns out. And yes, the amount of contracts I have has changed, but that's only because I have been playing in my spare time, because I am trying to get that WrestleMania Roman Reigns card. So if we take a look here, let's see, that's legendary against an ultra rare. It's almost always a guaranteed win. My lineup, the only thing that's bringing me down is these legendary cards. Because if I had a choice, I'd probably get rid of them and get all the pros that I possibly could. That's just not going to happen right now because I don't have enough cards. That John Cena that you saw there a minute ago, it would have been a pro, but sadly I just got rid of the other one that I had maybe an hour before I got this one from a King of the Ring. So yeah, that was slightly sad. But right now I'm just going to use this Ryback, and I know that he's not going to beat Triple H, but then I'll follow it up with that John Cena, because he'll already be weaker. And there we go, that gives you, instead of you getting 2 points, you'll get 3. Well, I say points, I mean contracts. And now this way, I pretty much have to win these last two. So hopefully Orton would proc here. Unless it's, yeah, I might, but I doubt it. Yeah, I'm not going to win all the way. I'm not going to make it all the way to the top today. But there's still two other chances. There's two other attempts that I have on this, and maybe I'll make it then. There we go. Yeah, that was acceptable. Thank you very much. That makes me feel a whole lot better. So it's just loading here. Alright, yeah, we still have two more. And I feel that an hour to wait for these bouts to regenerate is actually a fair amount of time. But at the same time, they don't want to make it so that the WrestleMania cards are just, you can get them almost immediately. Because like, I've been talking to some people from my team who are in Survivor tier, and they get a lot more of the, as you can see under the cards, there's briefcases, they get a lot more golden ones. But I've maybe gotten 2 or 3 of those. I'm not actually sure if I've gotten any on camera yet. But those are, instead of being +3, those are worth +4. Which is really, really helpful later on. So let's see what our options are. Yeah, I can't use that Legendary Ultimate Warrior that I have on the left, so I'm probably just going to try and use Ziggler on Triple H to get the silver briefcase, but we'll see. Yeah. Now I can just use Ultimate Warrior and finish him off. And Ultimate Splash activated. Perfect. So I probably want to get rid of this Orton card. Oh, see, there's a gold briefcase, by the way. So I'm just going to do that real quick with the Triple H so that it's almost a guaranteed win. And, of course, he does that. Oh, and nothing happened in the background, which means I won that match. Because if I would have lost, since he procced, you would have seen, like, a black background. Now let's send in Orton against Kofi Kingston. And I'm pretty sure that Kingston is one of the worst legendary pros you could possibly get, but correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, so there we go. So let's see if we can actually make this one. Potentially, actually, if we do the minus power and toughness on the Bray Wyatt card. Yeah, and I proc as well. There's a possibility. Yep, I won it. Nice, there we go. So that means now that I'm going to get double contracts, so 16 times 2, that's what, 32 I believe I'm going to get. That should put me over to like 2,200 something. Yep, 2,211. So now we are going to use up one more bout. Once it loads, that is. Let's see here. Okay, so right now, I want to get rid of those 2 legendary cards that I have off the bat, so I'm just going to go against the weakest guy I can and get the silver briefcase. So I'm not going to make it that far right here. There we go. And then follow it up with Warrior again, like always. This is sort of the routine I've gotten, because I almost always get Cena and Warrior. Okay, so here's it. So my choices are, let's see, Survivors, go against Survivor Cena or Survivor Taker. Probably Cena, because knowing the card that I have a Survivor Undertaker, he tends to be one of the strongest out there. So we are actually going to do this and get Orton out of the way real quick here. I tend to just, because the lower you are on the ranking system here, then the weaker the cards are and the higher you are, the stronger they get. So you always pretty much want to go in the order of getting rid of your weaker cards first, and then so you save your higher ones for later. Like, see, now I have a pretty weak gold list. I'll just take on the Survivor, and since mine's a pro, I'm almost guaranteed to win. Yeah. What I really like is that whenever you play these matches, I guess properly you could say, you tend to end up at the last part of the ladder with 2 superstars, which almost guarantees that you're going to double your briefcases. So like now I have 1, so there's a possibility that I'm not going to win. Yeah, so it's Reigns against Triple H. Actually, a WrestleMania rematch. So let's see who wins here. And it's Reigns, same as WrestleMania. Shocking. Alright, so yeah, double the contracts, that's 30, so now I'm at 2,200 something. Still. Yep, 41. And after this, actually, here, I'll go show you guys the card that I'm trying to get. Let's go over here. I'm trying to get this Roman Reigns, but it's really, really difficult to get, and it's quite expensive. It's 5,670 contracts, and then the Rollins is the same thing, but it gives you 40 days at the same time to do it, so there's a good possibility of getting them pro'd. So let's see, we are on the Survivor now. How far are we? Is there any point in even trying? We're at 42 and there's an hour left. I don't think we're going to get it, so I don't really think I'm going to even try on that one. Let me actually show you guys my lineup for Money in the Bank. So I have a fully upgraded Stardust, Legendary. Fully upgraded Ambrose. Warrior. Cena. And then here's where we get into the, I don't know why they switched. Here's where we get into the better cards. My Pro Rock. Here is my Survivor Ryback. Survivor Ziggler. Survivor Balor. This was a daily login. I'm pretty sure that was also my first Survivor card that I had gotten. Let's see. This is Balor again. And then Taker, this was the most recent Team Ring Domination, I believe, Survivor Reward. And then my strongest card is all the way up here. It's going to be this Legendary Seth Rollins. I also believe he is the strongest Legendary Pro out there. So, let's see if we actually autofill if it changes anything. Yeah, just swap those two. Let's see what we want to do right now. Give me a second here, guys. I think we're just going to do an exhibition match, actually. We could do maybe 1 or 2 of these. Alright, so it's me against some guy named Matthew. Alright, so for speed, it's almost always Rollins. Well, no, it is always Rollins, because he has the highest speed. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only stat that I put all the tokens into. Speed again, that's going to be Edge this time. Yep. Alright, and now power and toughness. So that's questionable. Actually, no, it's not. I was looking at the wrong stat. That's always Reigns. But I do believe, yeah, that Ryback won this one because he procced. Alright, let's see what we get here. 2 picks. We're going to get a Sheamus and a Tyson Kidd, so nothing good. Nothing good at all. Oh, and now it's going to load. So yeah, once it loads, what are we going to do? Let's see. I think actually, yeah, that's where I'm going to call it a day. So if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next, and then I will see you guys tomorrow.